what are we waiting for? Lights, camera, Retro Man!
G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s Show. Now today I wanted to share with you my reaction to the latest Rolling Stones album, Hackney Diamonds. I think it's been about 18 years since they gave us some original material like this, and from what I've heard they were kind of tinkering around with this album back in 2017. We're now hit 2023 and it's all systems a go.
Hackney Diamonds is the band's first studio album of original material since their 2005 album, A Bigger Bang. So it's been 18 long years. Was it worth the wait? Yes, it was. This is a very entertaining Stones album, and it's hard to categorise it as pure rock and roll because there is just so many genres at play here. Yes, there is a lot of rock and roll in here, but there is pop, there is country, there is gospel, there is soul, and there is blues. There's even a hint of disco on one track. Man, there's a bit of everything in Hackney Diamonds, and the good news is it all sounds pretty great. Let me start by saying that Mick Jagger's vocals are very good across the board. Mick doesn't sound like an 80-year-old, and neither do his band members Keith Richards and Ronnie Wood, who are still superb guitar players. The album contains interesting guest appearances by legendary Beatle Paul McCartney, popular songstress Lady Gaga, R&B pioneer Stevie Wonder, acclaimed singer and pianist Elton John, and former Stones band member Bill Wyman. Does the album really need all of these guest stars? Well, no, it doesn't, but they're all exceptional and they do add a talking point to the album. I must say that I've listened to the album through twice now, and I'm sure I'll be listening to it many more times. So today, in part one of my reaction and review, I will be taking a look at tracks 1 through to 4, so let's get into Hackney Diamonds track by track. Now let's take a look at track 1, Angry. This is the first song that was launched to promote the new album, and it is the perfect song to kick things off. It has a great hook, it's catchy, it's radio friendly, and of course I love the music video. Mick's vocals are on point, Keith's guitar riffs are fantastic, Steve Jordan does a great job filling in for the late Charlie Watts on drums, and of course Ronnie Wood is there to hold it all together. When this song first dropped, I felt it sounded great, and it still does. On the surface, the title Angry makes you feel like it's going to be some sort of bombastic track, but instead it settles for a great melody that drives it from start to finish. Now, I've spoken a lot about Angry in the past, so please check out some of my other episodes if you've missed them. One episode takes a look at my initial reaction to Angry, while another episode gets into the nitty-gritty about what Angry really means. There are 12 sensational songs on Hackney Diamonds. Angry is the one that I first heard. This is the one that made me excited for this album, and it's still probably my favourite. Now let's take a look at track 2, Get Close. This song features a very famous guest. Yes, Elton John plays on piano. The chorus is great, there are strong guitar riffs throughout, and there is a neat saxophone spot. It kind of reminds me of some of the band's 90s work. Whatever the case, this is what you expect from the Stones. It's a very cool groove from start to finish, and this is a track that will leave you humming. Now let's take a look at track 3, Depending on You. This song features some great country flavours with a real 70s kick. It's a quality ballad that could be off one of their earlier albums. Mick's giving the vocals some real growl, and you can tell that he feels the lyrics and expresses them beautifully. There's some sweet poetry on display here, and I'm sure that this is a song that will grow on me. Now let's take a look at track 4, Bite My Head Off. Wow, what a title! This song was one of the most anticipated as it features Beatle Paul McCartney on bass. It's a fast-paced track with a raw edge to it. Really, it has all the stylings of a punk rock song. It bursts out of the gates and never lets up. McCartney has always said he wanted to do something punk, and this track definitely ticks that box. The biggest compliment I can give this song is to say that it does not sound like some old rockers in their 70s and 80s doing a jam session. There is a real energy and a youthful side to this one. It sounds young and fresh, and I'm sure you'll want to hear it again and again. Well, that concludes part one of Hackney Diamonds track by track. Please keep a lookout for parts 2 and 3.
It's been an absolute pleasure, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my reaction to this fascinating Stones album. I mean, wow, this is really something else. But as always, guys, please like, comment and subscribe, and keep watching the 80s show because you will never know what is going to pop up next. So I will see you all again soon. This is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and with just as much pizzazz as the Stones. Please subscribe and good night, viewers.